Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's episode, we're talking about an exciting topic, LCDs for marquees. Now there's a reason why you don't see this everywhere. It's because it's been pretty complex for a lot of years. There's the Hyper Marquee project, and then there's all sorts of slews of other projects to get hyper or dynamic marquees going on a multicade. Now what I'm going to show you today is pretty exciting because it sort of breaks down the barriers of step one, which is getting a screen to even fit in your marquee and make it look nice. So we're going to handle that today, and we're also going to tackle the software end of it. One way I'm very familiar with, and it's going to be easy to show you. The other way I'm just going to kind of give you some guidance, but you will leave this video with at least one way that you can do it that should be fairly easy for everyone. So let's dive in and check it out.
All right, so what we're looking at right now is we're looking at the LCD Marquee, but it's taken out of the mounting system that you saw earlier in the video. And then we have something simulating our primary display, and the LCD Marquee is running as monitor too. It's hooked up to this small form factor PC, and how this is actually used as a monitor is you need one of these VSDISPLAY boards, and the system does come with the VSDISPLAY board, so you're all set there. So as I scroll down the list, you'll see the marquee images will change with every game I select. Now the cool thing is LaunchBox and BigBox, which we're running here, actually scrapes these images for you. So when you import your ROMs, it pulls down the images that are associated with those ROMs. So it sometimes doesn't pull everything down as high res, and if it doesn't, then you'll have to kind of go and find a higher res images yourself, but it does a pretty good job. So how do you get this to work? So in LaunchBox and BigBox, this is a function. Now keep in mind, you do have to pay for BigBox, but it's pretty affordable. You can get a yearly subscription for pretty cheap, and I'll show you across the screen how much those subscription fees cost. All right, so how do we get this second display working as a marquee? So when we exit out of BigBox, there's an options menu. When we go to the options menu, you're gonna see there is options under, I think it's actually under general, believe it or not. Yeah, under general, it says primary screen and secondary screen. So this one that says secondary screen, screen 2, when you have the marquee plugged in, it will actually show up as screen 2. So you actually select what screen you want it to be. So right now I said none. If I go back and say screen 2, now when I back out, it should actually display the images. So if I go back, and there it is. So keep in mind, there's one step that you're gonna need to do. So if you just try to do it the way I just did it, and you turn it on, your marquee images may not display correctly. You may end up with something where the image is just sort of in the center of the screen, and it doesn't fill up the whole screen. If you encounter that issue, you're gonna need to do this. I'm gonna show you really quick. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is you wanna back out, and you wanna go to Manage Themes. Now, I'm going to show you what's probably going to happen is what you're probably going to have is you're going to have the default theme applied if you didn't change anything. So I'm going to apply back to the main theme. Now, what you're going to notice is after this happens, my marquee is going to display the images incorrectly. So let's go back and look at that. Okay, so as we back out after applying the main theme, which would be the one you'd be using, the default, is now you'll notice the marquees don't take up the whole screen. You got this strip across the front with the black bars, so that's not good. We don't want that. So there's two things we have to do. One of them is we have to copy a theme and make a new one because you can't actually edit the default theme. So we're gonna make a new theme, and I'll show you how to do that. And then what we'll do is we're gonna edit two files actually, and the two files that we edit will fix this problem. Because if we try to edit those files on the default theme, it won't work. So let's do that real quick. All right, so in order to fix the marquee images, we're gonna go to our C drive. We're gonna navigate to Users, LaunchBox. There's gonna be another folder called LaunchBox. We're gonna go in there, and then we're gonna go under Themes. Now in Themes, these are gonna show you all the themes you have installed. So the one that we wanna actually edit is the default theme because that's what I'm running on. Now you'd have to do this for any of the themes that you wanted to use if the marquee on. So I'm gonna basically copy this and make a new copy, and then we're gonna name it, I'll just name it Fix for just lack of me being creative right now. I'll just call it Fix. So when I go into Fix, there's a certain file we're gonna wanna go to. It's under Views. So the first one we're interested is Game Marquee View. So we're gonna open that up and edit it. And basically the only thing we care about, leave all of this alone for right now. You should be fine with all that. Where it says stretch equals uniform, you're gonna actually type in fill. And then all you're gonna do is go up to File, Save. And then we're going to do the same thing with another file in here, and it's called Platform Marquee View. So we're going to go edit. I actually don't know if you have to do this one, but I did both of them anyway, just to be safe. So again, where stretch, you're going to say fill, and then go file save. At this point, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into BigBox and we're going to enable the fix view. And when we do that, it should fix our marquee. Okay, so we're back in BigBox and I didn't change the theme, so you can see the marquee is still messed up. So we're going to go over to manage themes. And remember, we called our theme fix. So we want to go to installed themes, which is the top option. And then we're going to enable fix. And then you're going to see, you can't really see it on the screen, but it says apply as main theme. So I want to click that. And I want to say yes. Now, when I go back, I'm going to exit out. The marquees take up the whole screen. So that was the biggest snag I hit. So now we're just ready to have fun. So let's go over. We're going to put this in the machine over there, but I'm going to swap out the marquee right here for the one that I'm going to tell you about in a second. That's really cool. All right, so where do you get the marquee? You go to 8-Bit Roots. So he sells the Marquee Kit. Now, he sells it with or without the LCD. So you can just buy, you know, the kit itself and then buy the LCD separate, or you can buy everything from him and it'll be all assembled and ready to go. He even includes a back panel that fits right up against the marquee, so it's nice and snug. So I love this. This is awesome. So you can decide to do this all on your own, but I think he makes it super easy and gives you a drop-in kit that you can put right into your Arcade1up. Pretty sweet. All right, so let's take a look at this thing in action. So this thing is pretty sweet. So Chase over at 8-Bit Roots just makes this thing look awesome. And it's a drop-in kit if you want it to be. He'll give you the LCD and the mount and everything, and it'll be all assembled when you get it. So it's really just more of a drop-in solution. Now, you do still need to know the software end of it, and that's why I covered BigBox LaunchBox, but there's an alternative method to doing this. So Chase actually created and compiled his own Pi 4 image that has a tracked mode. Now, that will work with this. You'll have to just bring your own ROMs. I found that BigBox LaunchBox was the most simple way to do it. And honestly, when I've been finagling with things like Hyper Marquee in the past, this is really simple in comparison to that. So it kind of makes something that was, you know, kind of unattainable before, all of a sudden attainable. So I will have links in the description to Chase's Etsy store so you can order this stuff you need. And I will also have a link to his Pi 4 image if you choose to go down that route. This video does assume you have some general knowledge of LaunchBox and BigBox. So if you do need help with that, I'm going to actually put a link in the description to an ETA Prime video that will help you with the initial setup. All right, guys, it's final thoughts time. So what do I think about this LCD kit from 8-Bit Roots? I think it's awesome. So you can buy the LCD panel raw like this, but what Chase does, which is awesome over at 8-Bit Roots, is he gives you a nice frame to put it in. He can even customize it however you want because it's all build to order kind of stuff. So that's pretty damn cool. But keep in mind, I'll have links in the description to just the panel itself if you want to go that route and then buy just the install kit from Chase. You can do it either way. He can give you the panel and the mount, or just the mount itself. So that's really cool. The other thing that I think is awesome is I showed you guys BigBox LaunchBox, which I found to be way easier than compiling my own Pi 4 image with tracked mode, but Chase actually is going to provide that for us too. So it's not going to have any ROMs or anything in it. It's just the base image that he compiled. I'll have a link in the description to that base image. So should you go the Pi route, if that's your preference, you can do that. But to me right now, it seems a little bit more difficult. And keep in mind, you're on your own if you decide to use this image. So on the LaunchBox BigBox end, if you're new to it, then maybe this video isn't as helpful. So I'm going to have a link in the description to an ETA Prime video, which basically tells you how to get LaunchBox set up and add ROMs and all that stuff. And then from there, you can go back and watch this video and pick it up, and you should be good to go. So other things I'd like to sort of like leave you guys with. I think from now, I might want to adopt this technology now on all my multi-cade builds in 1-ups because it's just awesome. I mean, it's really cool to change the games and see the marquee change with it. The screen's relatively high res, so it looks really good. And I don't know, I'm sold. I'm sold on it, and the fact that Chase over at 8-Bit Roots made it so simple to the install makes it easy for me because I'm not someone that likes to do woodworking. I hate doing woodworking. It's just not my skill set. Maybe one day I'll pick it up, but for now, I'm not interested in that. So hopefully it enables all you guys that were maybe kind of on the fence on it to engage and sort of adopt the technology. Okay, guys, that is it for now. That's all I have. We'll probably do other videos about this topic. It's really hard to cover it in about 10 minutes, but we will definitely cover it again in the future. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can be informed of future videos. That's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one.